You are listening to Guidance and Healing from Archangel Metatron, channeled through Ruth and Rhine. There is a need for all lightworkers to send healing to the Ukraine. It is the epicenter of conflictual strife in the world today. Do open your hearts to great love and intend that all divine beings assist in the turmoil there. The repercussions of this invasion on the soil of a peaceful land are far-reaching, affecting all governments and all countries. To avoid further war and discord, do send enormous light every day to those in the Ukraine, and also to those who perpetrate the misdeeds of violent behavior upon those who are subject to defending their freedom to live in peace. It is for us to assist them energetically and also perhaps through any donation you may afford, as many are suffering from lack of food and shelter. Yes, this is a humanitarian crisis of immense proportions due to the magnitude of what is at stake for the entire world. The means to procure more land to devour its resources is a desperate measure for the Russian government. They are in dire need of these resources to maintain their ability to survive in the manner they wish. And so it is imperative that they are assisted through means that shall not infringe on the rightful space of others to live in harmony and exist in peace. The Russian people do realize why this war is happening, and some feel it is necessary for their land to continue to exist in plenty and avoid poverty among the masses. This being understood yields compassion for their misdirected means of attaining what they feel is needed to live without great deprivation. They do not conceive of how to attain what is needed for their land without seizing what is not theirs. They do not understand how to utilize their own land to meet their needs, for they are existing in the old paradigm ways of living. With new technologies and new ways of utilizing the resources they have, they could manage to survive without creating this terrible, horrific circumstance that violates free will choice of the many. The danger here I speak of is that the leader has no other recourse within his awareness but to resort to past traditions of stealing other lands that belong to those who are not enmeshed in political preparation for warlike defense. It is needed that all lightworkers, all heart-centered people, daily call upon the vast array of divine beings to send light, for this shall help to the extent people are open to receive, and this can make a mighty difference, regardless of the small amount they may be open to. Regardless, it is magical when we send out frequencies of divine vibrational intent to utilize our ability to alter and to heal the current timeline your planet is on. Indeed, your lightwork can assist us in deliberately preventing global war due to the threat of nuclear weaponry that can annihilate vast areas of habitation. This being said, regardless of what unfolds, you, dear ones, may already be aware that weaponry of this nature shall never be allowed to be activated for this purpose. Although we of the inner planes are not allowed to interfere in free will choice, we are allowed to prevent circumstances that violate the prime directive. This term, prime directive, we use, as many are familiar with what this entails due to your movies about this topic. Violating the prime directive is not allowed, as using means to destroy that is so far-reaching to affect the entire solar system. Therefore, these far-reaching effects move out into the entire universe. And so this is a violation of the free will choice of those beyond planet Earth. Thus, we have permission to prevent this catastrophic experience on your planet. The star beings are on watchful eye to prevent either accidental or purposeful detonation of this weaponry. They have the ability to prevent the detonation of all devices that would create devastating consequences for not only the Earth, yet also the entire universe. And so, dear ones, although you need not fear this level of destructive actions, it is still needed to prevent further war, death, and destruction. Yes, this war is underway, and it is tragic and sorrowful indeed. However, you need not fear nor carry great grief, for in sending your light, you move into your heart space of great compassion, and you experience the sensation of love and trust that all your loving intent shall assist in assuaging this plight from escalating. Your help is important to us who reside within the inner planes of divine nature, and also to the entire earth. We may move mountains, and we may alleviate the experience of greater suffering than what has already transpired. It is so. We call all lightworkers to be mindful of what you may accomplish to prevent further pain and sorrow in the world. We wish for you all to know that those who die in shock and terror are lovingly being cared for within the inner dimensions, healing all trauma and desperation and dire pain, so they may ascend and become liberated from a long-suffering planet. All shall be free. For those lost to the confusion and grief and fear of witnessing traumatized events, and those who have lost loved ones, for them, do send your light as well. Do call upon us to give permission for us to empower your prayer 1,000,000-fold. And so it is. With your help, the world will survive to exist in the new paradigm of peace and harmony, and all shall be free to live without fear and conflict forevermore. And so it is. Thank you for listening to these words of wisdom from Archangel Metatron. Please feel free to share this message.